Right guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a product review on this Boblov Bodyworn camera. Now there's some things what I don't like about it, but there's some things what I really do like about it. So basically let's begin. So when you get the Boblov camera for the first time, it will come in this box. You will also get the product manual with it. Now, in addition to that, you'll get a few accessories. You'll get these clips, as you can see here, in addition to this charging dock. Now, let's just concentrate on the charging dock first of all. Now, as you can see, it is a good quality charging dock, and it simply allows the Bodyworn camera to slot in as such, which makes it, very convenient for charging the actual Bodyworn camera itself. However, you need to connect it into a USB power source. So you could use a smartphone charger like this. This does not come in the box. This is my own Samsung smartphone charger, but nonetheless you could plug it into a smartphone charger like so and plug it into your wall socket in order to charge the Bodyworn camera. If not, you can simply just put it into your computer and charge the Bodyworn camera that way. Now, talking about battery life, how good is the battery life on this Boblov camera? Well, it's actually very good, guys. I'm not lying to you. The battery performance on this Boblov Bodyworn camera goes for hours and hours, even with the infrared illumination lights switched on. Now, speaking of the infrared illumination lights, then the quality of the video with this at night time is exceptionally outstanding. Have a look now on screen. Have a look at the video that I'm showing you with regards to these illumination lamps. As you can see, the quality is just fantastic, and the low light capabilities of this camera is fantastic. Have a look at this other video. This is showing you the low light capabilities of this Boblov Bodyworn camera. Now, coming back to the unit itself, then if we have a look at the bottom, we can see that we have these metal contacts. Of course, it's these metal contacts that allow it to charge in the cradle. If we further look in, we can see that we have a HDMI port. Not only is this a HDMI port, but if we look closer, we can see that it's also where your SD card goes. Yes, you heard that correctly, an SD card. The manufacturer saves costs by not putting in a hard drive, and instead they put in an SD card. So they save costs on manufacturing, and we save costs on the actual unit itself, because all we have to buy is an SD card. Yes, this runs a security risk. For example, if you're a door supervisor and somebody manages to snatch your Boblov Bodyworn camera, then they may be able to access your files via simply taking out the SD card. Now, speaking of this Bodyworn camera being used for door supervisors, then the next point I'd like to make about it is then with regards to these Bodyworn clips. Now, if you just have a look here, we can see that we have a little notch or a little nick here in the plastic. This nick is where these clips slot into. So one thing what I don't trust about it is how that little nick is responsible for holding your Bodyworn camera onto your body. So I think that if somebody, if you go into a little bit of conflict or aggression with someone, then this little nick may just, not save your Bodyworn camera from being nicked, as I think that little nick would allow your Bodyworn camera to be knocked off. Same even with the larger clip, as we can see here. So there you go, can see, I don't think the clips are that very good. Now moving on to the side of it, then we basically have a button where we can take a photo with. The photos are fantastic, have a look on screen. Here's a photo that I've took with the Boblov camera. Also we can see we have a USB port. Now if we disconnect the USB port, we can see that this is where it connects to the computer. Not only that, but we also have a power button which switches the unit on. On the other side we have a video record button. Then we have a microphone button exclusively for recording audio itself. The audio on this unit is very good, guys, so you know I have to say that. And then we have the channel, sorry, we have menu selection buttons. One thing what I noticed with the infrared side of things with regards to this product is that you can have the infrared on an automatic setting, or you can have it on a manual setting. And what I noticed is if you pressed, let's say it was nighttime and the camera's, you know, switching between ambient light and infrared night vision, and it keeps switching back. What I've noticed is if you pressed the photo button here and you took a photo, then you just end up getting a black screen. And I thought, you know, this is kind of strange. And what I worked out, if you want to take a photo, then if you want to take a photo with illumination, infrared illumination, then you've got to go into the setting menu and manually change and tell the camera that, you know, you want to manually select the infrared illumination. It's very weird, but if you leave it on automatic mode, it doesn't like it. It's weird, so that's something that you need to think of. The next great thing about this body-worn camera is the simple fact it has these LED lights. Now, if you see here, we are currently in standby mode. So if we press the record button, you will see that we have now started to record, and we're getting this red LED indication lamp. You see that? Press the button again, it stops, and then it goes over to the green standby. Now I thought that was a very unique feature and a very good feature to have on this body worn camera. Now the next thing what we can do is we can have a timestamp. So if you have a look at this video on screen, you can see the arrow is indicating to the timestamp. It gives you the date and it also gives you your police ID. So this is just something that identifies you perhaps as a door supervisor, as an officer, or as a filmmaker, etc. Now this camera shoots in 1080, but you can adjust that in the menu system. You can actually adjust it to record 720, etc, etc. But guys, overall, am I impressed with this Boblov body-worn camera? Guys, I seriously am. So let's recap that. 1, the video quality is outstanding. 2, the battery life is fantastic. The battery life is for hours and hours, even with the infrared night vision switched on. Its low light capabilities is fantastic. So that's number 3. Number 4, it comes in an excellent charging dock, what you can simply just slot your camera in and let it charge up overnight, ready for the next day at work or the next assignment, etc. But guys, you know, I'm going to end this video. I am more than happy with my Boblov camera, and I paid about, I believe it was £55 for it, which in United States dollars, that's going to be about 65 United States dollars. And yeah guys, I'm over the moon. Again, the only problem I have with this body-worn camera is the simple fact that little notch on the back of it that holds these clips. I don't feel it holds it very securely, and it could have held it more securely, but you know, I'm not going to grumble for the price. So there you go guys, that is my product review on this Boblov body worn camera.